and welcome back to the Shit Behind the Show, everyone. Before I get started, I just want to take a second to say thank you for everyone who has listened, followed, liked, subscribed, and go rate my show, please. Oh, and share it with everyone because, it's great. I sincerely appreciate all of you following me. I've been doing something different lately where I'm trying to post every day, which is a lot of work. It's like a second job, actually, but it's been a ton of fun. So this week I have been discussing letting go, letting it go, letting go. When it comes to an expired relationship and you've hit that expiration date, again, I do not like the word failed relationship or even ex. I say ex, but I really don't like that term. So one part of learning to let go isn't only trying to get over the ex or the last relationship or get over the expiration. It's also letting go of control in life. If you can learn to let go of controlling every outcome and everything in life, it is a lot easier to navigate the relationship situations that you find yourself in or ending or lack thereof, because there are so many out there that would love to have their partner, but it is difficult and it does take time and it does take really diving into what you want, what your heart is seeking, who you are, which I highly suggest, whether you are in a relationship, married, single, whatever. It is fun to dive into what the heart, the gut, the person inside, I call that my inner child, really loves to do. I have probably mentioned a dozen times or more that I get behind this mic and my heart just sinks. This is one of my passions in life. I truly feel like this is something that I was meant to do. I am here to help others. It's a purpose of mine. And I absolutely love it. I so much enjoy helping others. I enjoy even sharing all of my shit so you can heal your shit. So like I said, a lot of that is letting go of the control of the situation and the outcome. And if you can learn to do that, which I'm like a roller coaster. I go up and down. There are times that I'm like, I got this. I'm good. I don't need to know the outcome. I'm just going to flow with it. And then there are times like lately where life was a shitstorm for a while. I used to tell people when I was in it, it was like a well-groomed dumpster fire. It was like, I've got this, but behind the scenes, everything was falling apart. I'm better now. Everything is great. I am back to following my passions in life and doing things that I love, but it took a little bit of shit to get here. So I'm back. But while I was in it, it was so hard to not focus on the outcome of things, especially where I was dealing with my health and finances. Of course, we all go through times like that. But I was like, I need to know what's going to happen. I need to know the outcome. And that is so hard to navigate. And I know most of us want to know, where does the story end? What is the end of the chapter so I can begin the next? And I really feel like we create our own chapter. We are the writers of our book. We are the creators of our own destiny. And you can have anything you want in life as long as you set the intention and move forward and take baby steps to get there. It takes consistency and momentum and just setting that intention of this is what I want, and a positive affirmation to yourself of I will have this. But if we're always looking for the outcome, then we miss the baby steps and we miss the joy in the right now. So I'm going to talk about some things that letting go of control can help with different areas of our life. Okay, we're in the life. Goodness. It's late, guys, and I'm blonde. Okay, forgive me. All right, so letting go of control. This is probably the number one thing, right? This is the number one. If you let go of control and you're not holding on to the outcome anymore, you are going to have less stress and anxiety in your life. I promise you. You are going to feel so at peace. Stress sucks, first of all, right? Stress can take over your life and your health. The body holds on to the stress and the traumas, and it's really hard to get that out. You have to heal a lot. I cry. Yeah. Actually, recently, I went and had the best deep tissue massage I've probably ever had. Hopefully, some aren't listening that have been my masseuse. Anyway, and I could feel some of the trauma leaving my body. That's how amazing. That's how amazing it was. So when we let go of the outcomes and we decide, okay, I'm not going to stress it. There's no reason, because I hate to tell you, but the sun comes up tomorrow anyway. And the same stuff is still there. So until you decide to change it and to look at it in a positive light, it's going to still be there. There's nothing we can do other than just focus on what we want and move forward and give it momentum and consistency. But when we let it go, we free ourselves from the constant worry and pressure of trying to control every single outcome. And that is relationship, that is job, that is, well, relationship with anyone really, not just romantic, children, health. I mean, we can control our health a little bit, but in my circumstance, I had a tumor, and we didn't know what it was. We didn't know if it was cancer. It ended up being a diseased organ, but I had no control over that, right? What I did have control over was the way I handled it, which wasn't always that great. I had a lot of cry moments. I was a girl. Weird, huh? But I had control over how I handled it. And did I have control over the outcome? No, I had no control. The only thing I had control over was the acceptance of, okay, this could be really scary and serious. This could be cancer. This could be something really bad. Once we did more tests, we found out even if it was cancer, it hadn't spread. So that was great. But I didn't have a lot of control in that. Only the way I perceived it and the way that I accepted it. So there are some things. But again, do you have control over how you handle it? 100%. Yes. And can you control the outcome by having positive thinking? I truly think so. I am a Reiki healer. I did some Reiki on myself, and a lot of you don't believe in that. My guy, he thinks I'm silly because I believe in all of that woo-woo shit. But to him, it's woo-woo. To me, it's just cool. We are the creator of our own reality. We can heal our bodies. Our minds are so freaking powerful. So powerful. Off my soapbox there. You will have improved relationships. Think about it. If you are dating, or if you even have children, grandchildren, married, whatever it may be, friendships, you're going to improve those relationships, because not looking for an outcome does also eliminate expectation. And expectation in any relationship is really hard. I know I get my feelings hurt a lot because, I mean, the littlest things, sometimes my kids don't have time to see me. It's not that they don't want to, it's that they don't have time. And for a second, I'll be like, oh, sad day. I want to see my babies, But if I let go of that expectation before I even call to set up the appointment to see them, or what the arrangement, whatever, then I'm not going to be let down. I'm not going to feel like, oh, sad. It's going to be like, oh, cool. When can we get together? And it just eliminates a lot of the hard feelings in life, right? Well, you're here to make me happy. And that is another thing. Let go of this expectation that people are here to make you happy and please you. That is not the case. That is not the case. You are here to make yourself happy. And you can have everyone in your life add to that happiness, but at the end of the day, you are only with you. And it is up to us to create that happiness from within and decide, like, I fucking like this girl or guy. I like this person. I live with this person daily. I have to look at this person every day in the mirror. And I like me, which makes me happy. I like the path I'm on. Choose the path that makes your heart sing. Sometimes the most money and status is not always what makes us happy. So it'll improve relationships. This will foster trust and respect, open communication. If you're letting go of an outcome and letting go of the control of the outcome and expectation, you are going to be able to communicate so much better because there aren't going to be those hard feelings in the mix, right? This is one that I want to discuss that has been my favorite, that I'm most proud of, and that's self-awareness. I have come to a stage in my life where I can accept when I've done wrong, quote unquote wrong, because I'm perfect. No, really. When I've hurt others, when I am in the wrong, when I need to apologize, when I have done something to myself, for myself that's detrimental in my life, I'm very self-aware. I know my triggers. I get it. I know how I react. I know how to resolve my nervous system and calm it down when I am triggered. I know what things are going to trigger me before they do. I am so self-aware, and I am so proud of this space that I'm in right now, where I am able to say without any guilt or shame, yeah, I messed up. Sorry, but I still have grace for myself because I am human. I'm having a human experience in a spiritual world. And once you dive into self-awareness, you'll find that you have more motivation to express yourself and to follow your dreams. Fears you can face your fears. So it kind of eliminates a lot of the fears. Insecurities, I am telling you, 11 years ago when I was first divorced and single, the insecurities that I had within, or even with the outside world, this space, were like huge. And what does insecurity cause? Insecurity causes fear. It causes doubt. It causes you to stay stagnant in your position and not evolve because, again, because of the fear, because of I need to be in control of the outcome. So if you gain that self-awareness, then you will gain a security within. It allows us to be in alignment with who we really are and who we would like to be. And again, that's being secure with who you are. It eliminates some insecurities if you're like, well, I'm just going to let go of what could happen and I am going to focus on what I want to happen. I'm telling you, it works. It's amazing. Again, my gaming chair is squeaking. That is not me. That's my chair. So letting go also helps with personal growth, which ties into self-awareness, right? Personal growth and empowerment and evolving within is so invigorating. It is so powerful and it feels so freaking good. I swear, just knowing that you've grown inside and you've developed as a human, it just brings this peace and this happiness. I swear it like releases serotonin. I don't know, it does for me. Please don't Google it because I'm sure I'm wrong. But by letting go of control, we embrace the unknown and we are more likely to take the risks that will help us to evolve to the human that we would like to be. So that's huge too. Freedom and authenticity. So again, if you are letting go of control, you are accepting who you are as a human and you have grace for yourself and you're more secure with who you are going to feel so free and authentic. And the people around you will be able to notice this. I had a conversation with my brother once actually, and I'm just sharing some things about my life. We lived 2 extremely different lives. Extremely different. We may have grown up in the same household, but he's got more children. He's married. He's been married for 20 something years, which is so awesome. He's got his own business that is just thriving. I've been single, divorced, struggling here and there with so many relationships because I'm a serial monogamous and it's fun. And I was codependent. And I'm sharing with him like ways that I have healed. And he looked at me and he's like, you don't even care. Like, you don't even care that you're telling me, like, because again, we live very different lives and I'm not going to go into detail, but he's like, you're just proud of who you are and you don't care what anyone thinks. And that's awesome. And he's like, I like you. He's like, you don't care if I'm judging you or looking down on you or who I am as a person. You know, you're not trying to impress me. And I'm like, no, you're right. I'm not. This is just who I am. And he's like, that's freaking cool. That's freaking awesome. He's very observant. So I go to him a lot for, you know, advice because he's one of those people that's like thinking ahead. But anyway, you will become more resilient, adaptable, and again, confident in facing life's challenges. Because it's like, look what I've done in my life. I have got this. I can do anything. I feel like Superman, Wonder Woman, like I am a beast. In my world, it would be Deadpool because I love Deadpool. And yeah, and until I have a husband, Deadpool is my husband. So Blake just has to share with me. It's fine. Not Ryan Reynolds. I like Deadpool. Yeah. But I'm just saying, you feel more just powerful because you feel like, I got this. I'm going to chase my passions. I'm going to chase those dreams and I'm going to fucking have it in life. I have got this. You will improve your well-being by letting go. And again, that goes back to my belief in, you know, whatever you may believe. But actually, I think science shows that the people that stress the most and worry so much in life do tend to have more health complications because we store all of that stress, all of that grief in our bodies. And if we're not addressing it, if we don't understand how to let it out, it's just going to keep staying in there, piling up and piling up and piling up to where eventually it will cause diseases and different health issues. Again, you don't have to believe that, but I do. So it'll improve your mental health for sure. Think about it. If you're not stressed out, you don't worry about an outcome, you have no expectations, what the hell do you have to worry and stress about? Like, life is just free and good, and you're like, I call it Delululand. I tell everybody I'm just living in Delululand. I have a girlfriend that says the same thing. We're like, but guess what? We have a great life. Like, both of us have amazing lives. She is a kick-ass entrepreneur, and I'm aspiring. No, I again created the podcast. I've been coaching and following my passions in life, and I get a lot from it from within. Just, this is kick-ass. I love this. This is the path that I should be on. And I've got a whole lot of confidence because I'm letting go of the outcome of whatever happens here. The outcome for me is, look, if there's a movie about your life at the end and I'm watching that movie, I'm like, remember that time that you did what made your heart happy? That was cool. That was awesome. So improved well-being, probably sleep better. I'm still working on that. I have to have a crutch because, wow, sleep just sucks for me. It'll help with your emotional health. And again, just having that greater sense of fulfillment and accomplishment, and it just creates so much happiness in life. So that is awesome too. But remember that letting go of anything that's hard in life, letting go of those people at work that pissed you off, letting go of the marriage that expired and the promotion that you didn't get, letting go of the hard feelings that you have or have had or that others have had toward you. It takes a lot of patience with yourself, which I don't have patience. I don't. I am terrible when it comes to patience. I'm learning, but like I am an instant gratification girl. I want it right now. And if it isn't happening right now, then I get ornery like a 5-year-old. So yeah, it has taken me a lot of time to learn to let go, especially of expectation and control. I grew up just always wanting to be in control. The 15 years I was married, I had some control, right? Being mom and housekeeper, like housekeeper, that sounds bad. Homemaker sounds better, I guess. I was a housekeeper too, and I was the chef, teacher, whatever. Wife. That is the hardest job, by the way. Stay-at-home mamas, you all are so amazing, because it hands down is the hardest job that there is, hands down. But I always go off on a tangent. I have something in mind that I want to discuss, and I'm on a great roll, and then I just go sideways with it. Derail. It's fine. It's fun. Have you ever talked to yourself? So that's another thing, is I talk to myself for fun. It's cool. It's fine. You should see me in the mirror. Just kidding. I don't do that, but it would be fun. So again, remember that letting go isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take practice. It's just like studying anything, right? It's just getting used to it. It's something that you kind of have to have in your routine. And you have to be very conscious of, okay, I'm trying to be in control of the situation. I need to just let it go. One thing that really helps me in my journey with all of this self-improvement is meditating. I know I've discussed it quite a few times on my podcast, just quieting the mind and being with yourself and just going within and really getting in tune with the gut and the heart is so important. And it really, really, really helps you to fine tune exactly where you want to be, where you are, and your true feelings. Like sometimes we let the outside world get to us, and in the moment of it just being an influence, we feel like we're supposed to be in control and taking care of things or stressed. But if you really quiet the mind, all is well. Everything is just fine. And really just embrace this journey. Just hold on and just have so much fun with this. Let go of, I need to put on the brakes at this point. No, you don't. No. Just discover the power within and bring all of the relationships to life and light, especially the relationship with self. That is the most important, and that's where it starts. That's your foundation. And once you gain that, you can branch out and really discover what you can give and also accomplish and receive from having the great relationships outside of you, and how loving yourself helps grow and evolve with others. Also, another important point that I need to discuss is embrace yourself. Because as you are learning to let go of control and you're learning to love this thyself, that'll never come out of my mouth again. And you are learning to create these great relationships with the people around you, you will also find that a lot of people go away. A lot of people fall away if they're not on the same path and they're not in alignment with themselves and they are not happy in their journey. You will find yourself that the positivity that you feel within and the high-flying cloud that you're on and just being in tune with self is not going to be aligning with others. I've had it happen multiple times with me, best friends. I had it happen recently, actually, and I'm really sad about it. It makes me sad. But at the same time, I've gained other friends and relationships, and it's just life. I hope one day that some of my old friends and relationships can evolve together and rekindle, but it doesn't always happen that way. And again, it's just, we're all on our own journey, right? We are all on our own path. And who are we to judge what everyone else is doing on theirs? I am going to cheer my friends on and cautiously be there for them. You know, if they're making poor decisions, of course I'll be there if they fall. But if they don't, I'm going to be at the finish line cheering them on. And I really, really, really want all of you to do that for yourself. Most importantly, for yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Let go of all of the shit. Just let go of the control and realize that life is nothing but a journey. And if you stay on the right path, if you're driving down that same path that you've been going down, the one that at the end you'll see more green lights, you will realize that, hey, this is kind of fun. There are lessons along the way. There are times that I need to stop, and I'm kind of referencing Matthew McConaughey's book, Green Light. Anyway, don't quote me because I have the most terrible memory, especially when it comes to titles and names. But anyway, there are moments in life where you get stopped on your path and you have to reset and really figure out, okay, guess I've got to hit the navigation button again because this just shook me up. But then you get going again and there are more green lights and more blessings and great things to come. Again, but if we're stuck in the back and we are sitting there at a stop sign that never changes and we're like, well, I can't control the outcome. I can't figure out where this is going, so I'm not going to go anywhere. That doesn't sound as fun, does it? It sounds yucky and it sounds so stagnant, and that's not what life's about. Really take joy in the lessons. Relationships that expire, that's a lesson. That is a great opportunity to discover where you may have messed up, what you really want, which parts of the relationship. Every relationship that I've been in, I have taken a whole lot of good and a whole lot of bad from. And I have dissected that. And okay, so for future reference, I don't want someone like this, or I do want someone like this. And I like these traits, but I don't like these. And eventually you will find that it all funnels together to that one person and you hit the jackpot. And that's just romantic relationships. Can you imagine if you apply that in your career, your relationship with your children, your family, friendships, coworkers, whatever? It is truly amazing, amazing. So thank you again for joining me. I appreciate you all. You're going to be hearing a lot more of me. So again, please go like, share, subscribe, follow, all the things, rate my show, find me on YouTube. I am finding that Tandem Blonde has more traction and gets more attention, so you can find me on Tandem Blonde on YouTube. And I'm on Facebook, The Shit Behind the Show, Instagram, The Shit Behind the Show, and TikTok, The Shit Behind the Show. Thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye.